Hi, I'm Cody from Keeping Score Board Games, and I know it's been a while. I apologize, I had surgery on my back, so we're back to it though. Today, we're going to be looking at a favorite. It's called Trolls Eat Moles, and it is by Binary Cocoa Games. Now, no matter what we say about this, I do want you to know right now, Binary Cocoa Games has an ongoing Kickstarter for Shadow Broom. It's completely different than anything they've sent us to review, and it looks phenomenal. Go ahead, take a look at it. I'll include the link in the posts. You know how it works. So today you're going to see a 3-player setup for this. How it's done is you get the pink player goes first, and they will use all of their chips except for 5. Turquoise will go second. They have to discard 3 chips before the game starts. And yellow goes third. They discard 1 chip. That's for the 3-player only. There is a separate setup for 2 players. And then once you've randomly discarded your chips, you've got your face down chips, starting in player order, you will place a chip on this nice included mat that the game comes in. The box also has this nice foam that foam insert, that core foam, which is cool because you get to put the chips in a line and then the mat on top, and everything stays nice in the box as long as you take care of the box. So then I'm going to set this up for play real quick. The only thing I wish I had done was maybe set the mat out for a little while with a book on it or something, simply because we have had it for a little bit, and it's been in the box for a little bit since we played. So, it's kind of one of those mats that got folded up and hasn't had room to breathe yet since I took it out of the box. My apologies for that. The mat itself is actually pretty good quality, and I have enjoyed the quality of all their products they've sent us. We have played, I think they sent us 4 games total, and so far we've played 2 of them and really had fun. I would have gotten through all 4 of them before, except for surgery. Recovery has been, in a word, rough. So, goodbye, Wolfric. You're a beautiful cat to have on camera, but I don't need you on the table when I'm trying to do this. So this is Trolls Eat Moles. Elizabeth and Oliver both really, really like this one, as do I. Spoilers for the review, of course, a little bit there. But it's a lot of fun. It's very simple and quick, and it's just a great little game to play with family or friends. You don't feel too bad after you beat it or lose, simply because it's so quick to set up again and play multiple times in a night, which is something I can't say about every board game that I've ever loved. Zombicide. Sorry about that. Different voice. So the quick setup, the easy use of things, it really makes a difference with the game, and it really does make it a lot more fun to play when you don't have to do a lot of thinking before you set it up. And the way we're set up here, as you see, everybody's got their amount of discs, and they go on the mat in player order. Now, the big thing is you don't get to know what's on your discs before you place them on the map. That can lead to a little bit of confusion for you because you never know quite what your plans are going to be when you start. So as the instructions say, the pink player has the fewest discs. They'll play first. Once everything's on the board, you'll flip it over. So there's 3 things you're going to have on this board. You're going to have moles, you're going to have holes, and you're going to have trolls. Trolls take the holes because they dig holes. Or no, moles take the holes take the trolls, and trolls eat the moles. The skull is a wild, and you can take it out of the game and play without it, but you can use it essentially to cover up any disc. And I will tell you what that does because I haven't played with that, but I left it in this example of the differences of things you're going to see in here. There's the skull for blue. There's the skull for pink. There might be a skull for yellow that came up. Yes, it did. So everybody's got their skull. That won't always be the case. When we played a couple of times, we never did get a skull. I think the first time we removed it on purpose, and every other time it was just random and we never got one. Okay, so the skulls. Skulls can move in any direction and can land on any piece, but if the skull lands on another piece, that piece and all pieces surrounding that share an adjacent side with it are eliminated, including the skull. So you can use it as a one-time area clearance. So on the first play, the pink player is going to go. So they're going to maybe go here and take yellow's troll, because the holes take trolls. Blue might go here because they eat moles. And yellow's feeling a little ganged up on here. So they're going to start going... Well, they're just going to go here. And it's going to... Well, no, they don't want to do that, actually, because it will eliminate a lot of their own pieces. That's something you got to be careful with in the strategy. And then, pink's going to go ahead and steal yellow's... Or no, yellow is going. So yellow is going to... Boy, they don't have a lot of options, do they? See, you find yourself that way sometimes. Their mole is going to eat that hole. And that should get them out of that. So that's how the game's going to play. You're each going to take turns jockeying for position until somebody's eliminated everybody else. The amount of pieces you put on the board will differ depending if you run 2 or 3 players. It's got everything you need right here on the mat to learn. I mean, right here it's got your order, troll, mole, hole, just like that. Bomb, everybody. So you're going to do that, and that is the game. It's a strategy game with nice plastic pieces and a nice mat and really simple rules pamphlet. And you're going to go here, and you're going to play, and you're going to beat your opponents. We hope. Or you lose like I did every time. Now, Elizabeth and Oliver really love this game. Oliver said he wanted to give it a 9, so my 11-year-old adores it. Elizabeth also wanted to give it a 9. She said it's one of the most fun games that's been sent to us. She likes different kinds of games as me, so that's the point. So she found this one to be one of her favorite games that have been sent to us yet. I like the strategy. I like the pieces, the box, everything they have. It's got cute box art. I love it. I love how simple this is. Just like another one of my favorites that we reviewed, Enthroned. It's a very simple strategy game that you can teach to anybody and play in 15 minutes. And that is one of my favorite things about it, because you can play 4 or 5 rounds of this before your game night starts, and when everybody else arrives, throw a bigger game on the table. This is a perfect opener for game night. And it will hit our table fairly often, simply because we fell in love with it. So keep an eye out on Binary Coco's games. They're very good at what they do. I didn't know about them, and then I saw them online advertising for Shadow Broom, and they sent us some games to check out. I, too, am going to give this a 9. It's a perfect palate-cleansing little strategy game, and we've had a blast with it. Thank you all for your attention, and it's good to be back. Take care and have a wonderful day.